National Football League on EA Sports, where representatives from the AFC and NFC will square off. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Carolina Panthers, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
On a warm afternoon in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina, EA Sports brings you to Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
The tight end in motion right. First play, and Young is going to throw it. And his first look is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. Young will set to throw. Flushed out right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. Taken down at the 42.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing, Young. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And they just get the play off. Now Young. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
In motion goes the tight end. First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. Now a 2nd and 6 as they've got it as we resume action. It's caught by Sanders. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This now a 3rd and 4. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Here's Young. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Young to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Young with it, 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the 1st quarter before we spilled into the 2nd, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was Bryce Young who finished things off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
And his task in this situation is making sure that his team knows that there's a sense of urgency, yet somehow still stays calm. Because your natural impulse, your first possession is not until the second quarter, is you got to attack right away. Throw something big at them right away. Yeah, you got to move the ball, but maybe be a little bit careful in doing so.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 55 yards. And the Browns are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with. So that really plenty of time to try to put something together. Young working out of the gun. That one completes it again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Young. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Young. Wide open receiver, complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Out of the gun, it's Young. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Young now. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, James Prochet. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this 3rd quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. And they'll send Judy in motion left. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Chubb. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Watson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And, oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield to try to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Six-yard return after a punt of 48. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 3rd down, Young from the gun. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Straight ahead with Hubbard. Down to about the 45.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Off the play fake, Young. Got a man, that's Leggett. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. Now Young. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Now here's Young. And once again, this is Sanders. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A big one coming for kicker Eddie Pinheiro. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So now it's Watson and the Browns. Down 10-7. A little under a minute 50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Watson. Into the hands of Cedric Tillman. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Here's Watson. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now a 3rd and 6. Young to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Down to a knee goes Young, and that should be the final act in this one.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, the play of their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.